اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق وخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق وهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره مقداره العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما. الحمد لله رب العالمين. أفضل الصلاة وتام تسليم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ورضي الله تعالى عن السادة التابعين علماء عاملين وأئمة أربع مجتهدين مقلديهم إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Tonight I'm doing continuing this will be the conclusion of the section on ilm fiqh, the science of jurisprudence. And I left off at the Jumu'ah prayer last week. And I will begin from the Jumu'ah prayer and finish the rest of the section of the section of the science of jurisprudence. Everyone who is watching on YouTube, please like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. All those who are watching on Facebook, please like the video, share it. We would like to keep the Facebook and YouTube algorithm going. As many times you like and reply and react to the video, it continues to go through your news feed. And on YouTube, when you like and share the video, or when you like the video, it goes through your feed on YouTube. So Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The Jumu'ah prayer is an individual obligation which has its principles and its exceptions, which permit one from being present at it. Its requisites, its arkans, are 5. 1, the existence of a masjid, right? The masjid that is relating to is a jama'ah. A jama'ah, which is the mu'tamid position in the Maliki school, that the Jumu'ah prayer has to be made in a jama'ah, that a masjid that is the central masjid, and it is built from the ground up for the purpose of being a masjid, right? And the second prerequisite is that it's a jamaat around which a village has emerged. So what is talking about a jamaat, the community, is that everyone in this community, they attend this particular masjid, right? And that let me see. I don't know what that is. I sound a little muffled, but can you hear me? Can I be heard a little bit? So I don't know who's watching on the other feed, and I can't see who's watching on here. That the community is that it has 15 uh, mukallaf individuals, 15 mukallaf, uh, legally responsible men who attend, and they're from the same village. The khutbah, the imam, and the imam being a resident. All right. As for the exceptions, which permit one to be absent from the Jumu'ah prayer, they are intense rain, being very muddy, sickness, taking care of one who is ill, the fear of an oppressor. Now, with the exceptions, I have to make things clear is that the exceptions is talking about during a particular time with intense rain, that the masjids didn't have a roof, right? At least the masjid of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam at the time, he didn't have it. It wasn't a roof. I believe there was like palm branches that covered the top of the masjid. So an intense rain, water will seep through, and the ground could become muddy, right? Uh, very muddy, meaning that when an individual walks on it, that they will sink in the mud, right? Um, sickness, sickness in this regard is it relates to being ill, having a cold, flu, to where you can spread this sickness and everyone else will become sick. Taking care of one who is ill, for example, um, the man has to take care of his children or his sick wife or whatever. So he will be excused. He'll be permitted uh, to be absent from Juma. The fear of an oppressor. The fear of an oppressor um, is being in fear of being harmed, right, while you are at Juma or going to Juma. Also, traveling is forbidden at noon on Juma, right before the Juma prayer begins, before the zenith, for the one who is obligated to attend Juma, right? Also, talking and performing supererogatory acts of worship are forbidden while the imam is giving a khutbah. So, I mean, when you come into the masjid, if the imam is giving a khutbah already, you must come in and you sit down and listen to the khutbah. To do tahiyatul masjid, you would have to pray tahiyatul masjid after y'all finish the Jummah prayer. You can make that as your intention of praying tahiyatul masjid if you came to the Jummah late. But if you came on time, and on time meaning that before the imam ascends the minbar, you pray your tahiyatul masjid, your 2 rakats, supererogatory prayer, and you could pray 2 sunnahs before the adhan for the khutbah is called, right? Buying and selling are forbidden once the second call to prayer, the adhan has been called. So meaning when the imam ascends the khutbah and the adhan is called for the prayer to begin, all business, buying and selling, it becomes forbidden, becomes haram. Before that time, it's no issue. Normally when there's especially in the Medina model, the Medina program, that traditionally the souk is near the masjid. So when the buying and selling is taking place in the souk, and the people see the imam make way to the masjid, the people will shut down their shops. Um, any transactions of trade is not valid during this time. So you don't make any sales, any transactions, or doing any business during that time, right? After the prayer, then you can go and seek the bounty of Allah. Just like when the ayat in Surah Saf, no, in Surah Jum'ah, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Fasalu, Salatul Jum'ah, Wadaru Bay, and hasten to the Jumu'ah prayer, Wadaru Bay, and quit business, right? And quit business. During that time, when you quit business, is during the time when the prayer has begun, meaning the khutbah. The khutbah is a part of the prayer. So there's no eating, there's no drinking, there's no talking during this time. So that concludes the Babul Salah, Babul Siyam, the obligations of the fasting and its sunnah. The obligation of fasting are two. One is the intention, and the fasting that's referred to is the fast of Ramadan and the supererogatory fast, the sunnah fast. Obligations of fasting are two. First is the niyyah, the intentions, right? You make your intention to fast at night, to fast the day, because the night precedes the day. And two, to abstain from things which break the fast, like sexual intercourse, emission of semen or prosthetic fluid, drinking and eating, and other things which reach the throat. The sunnah of fasting are three. One is hastening to break the fast, hastening to iftar, and delaying the suhoor meal. Delaying the suhoor meal. And three, keeping the tongue from excessive speech, right? And also, as it relates to the tongue, it's not talking about staying silent all day, right? It's talking about excessive speech about things that take you outside the that take you outside the spirit of the fast, like slandering and backbiting, things that are forbidden to be doing in the first place, right? The obligations of zakah and its adab. The obligations of zakah are three: the intention, two, not delaying it, three, the lack of transfer. It's a lack of transfer. It's adab. It's adab are three: the nafs, being cheerful about it, being happy about it. Two, it being the best property. Three, concealing it from the sight of others. Now, being cheerful about it, right? The adab of being the nafs being cheerful about it is that anyone when one gives zakat or sadaqah, this is a hukum a proof of hujjah of your iman, right? And that anyone who the one who's happy, make his nafs happy about it, is that given know the nafs know that whatever they give, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increases it in return. It being the best property is that what you send forth is what belongs to you. What is with you, what is in your pocket or in your bank account, that belongs to those who is going to be left to when you die. So it belongs to your family, it belongs to your children, it belongs to the service, uh, service of people. And concealing it from the sight of others is that your left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing, right? And so this is one of the 10 people that will be under the shade of Allah on the day of judgment when there is no shade, is the one uh, who gives sadaqah in secret. Ali Zainul Abidin, Ali ibn Hussein ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib, uh, also known as Zainul Abidin, one of the surviving male of the house of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam after the battle of Karbala. He used to give sadaqah in Medina at night, and he would go to all of the elderly, to the people, and he would give blankets, food, and leave it at their door. No one knew who was doing this, but once he died, once he returned to Allah, then this practice stopped. That's how the people came to understand and know that it was Ali Zainul Abidin that was given this sadaqah or given this zakat. He had 10 slaves, and he taught each one of the slaves a kira of Quran, a recitation of Quran. It's 10 kira of Quran, right? He taught all 10 of his slaves a different kira, and he divided his wealth among them, and he freed them and divided his wealth from among them, and he sent all of them out to all over the Muslim world, 10 different parts of the Muslim world, and for them to teach the Quran. I wanted to add that I just added that as a side note, as a side note. This is not in the text, but I wanted to add that to it. Right? About, about giving some emphasis to concealing from the sight of others, concealing the zakat from the sight of others, as it relates to the adab of zakat. One thing that I have, well, since I'm only going over the text, I'm not gonna mention some detailed descriptions because you have other things that I've mentioned as it relates to breaking the fast, what breaks the fast, so, but I'm not going to go into that. I'll save that for another text that I may go over, inshallah. So, to continue, and I believe this would end the section on ilm al-fiqh, the science of jurisprudence. It's the obligations of Hajj and its sunnah. All right, the obligations of Hajj are 4. The ihram is 1. 2, the tawaf ifada. 3, running between the mountains of Safa and Marwa. 4, standing at Arafat, right? The sunnah of Hajj are 5. 4 of them are for the ihram, and they are: 1, the ghusl, which precedes it. You make ghusl before putting on the ihram. 2, removing sewn garments. So I mean any garment that has not just a stitch, but it has a seam. Like this hoodie, it has a seam, right? Removing sewn garments, anything with a seam, right? The 2 rakats that you perform, the talbiyah, saying labaik Allahumma labaik labaik la sharika labaik inna hamda wa rahmata wa ni'mata laka al mulk la sharika la, saying the talbiyah. And 4 are for the tawaf, right? Walking, right? Is 1. 2, kissing the black stone. Kissing the black. Now you kiss the black stone if you're close enough to it and you can get to it. Still, this is 4, right? Of his sunnahs. All right. 4 to 12 of his sunnahs. 3, supplication without end. What just happened? Okay. Supplication without end. And 4, the half run for men, but not for women. 4 are for running side. 1 is kissing the black stone. 2, hurrying in the middle of the valley for the men, and climbing up climbing up Safa and Marwa. And 4, supplication. So may Allah give us success to follow the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Here ends the 2nd section of the book, which is the science of jurisprudence, ilmu fiqh. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati yasifun wa salamun ala mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم آمين وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Thank you everyone for participating and being patient with me in teaching this class. Next week, I will be going into the section on the science of spiritual purification, ilmu tasawwuf or ilmu ihsan or ilmu zuhud. And inshallah ta'ala, I think next week would be the conclusion of the book. Nah, yeah, it would just be a little longer, inshallah. Nah, it would be a little longer. So instead of 25, 30 minutes, you know what? I'm gonna break it into 2. I'm gonna break it into two portions, because the science of tasawwuf, ilm tasawwuf, it has two portions. So next week I'll do the first portion and conclude with the second portion. So assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Everyone have a blessed evening. Remember, like, share the video, subscribe to the channels, hit the notification bell, and like the video on Facebook, and share the video, share this recording, inshallah. And I will see everyone next week. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.